Welcome to Small Girl Podcast. You are in All About Nice channel, and today I found such a useful article about how to improve your English speaking skill from Yashwanth CNP in Medium again, and the article's name is Fun English Fluency Techniques to Improve Your Speaking Abilities. As you can see, I have launched this podcast in order to practice my English speaking skill, especially for to present something for a period of time. Then when I found this article and I read it, they gave us such an amazing tips, and I would like to share with you guys in this episode. For the introduction, which I would love to read it out loud for you, it said, explore the values of listening, strengthen your vocabulary, avoid translation, and enjoy tongue twister. Prepare to experience the wonder of spoken English. And this should be the summary of my episode, but please keep listening though. For the first tip that he suggests here is the vocabulary power. Everyone knows that the more you know about vocabularies, the fancier you could speak, right? So, and I think this is such an important part of speaking skill, because once you want to convey any message in your head, enough vocabularies will help you get your partner to understand what's your idea. But if you could have the wider range of vocabulary, it will give more vivid idea about your message to anyone you talk to. Then in this article, they suggest that you should learn a few new words each day. Let's say it should be just 2 or 3 words a day, and that will help you improve your speaking skills pretty much. The next thing is the power of speaking. I am trying my best to do. Put your effort on speaking. You don't need to have any conversation, or you don't even have to find someone to talk to, but just focus on solo conversation like me. It will help me a lot by practicing speaking with myself, or like I say, the core idea of speaking skill is to be able to elaborate what is in your mind to someone or the group of people that you are talking to. Hence, once you know that this is the core point of speaking skill, right? Speaking can be practiced whenever or wherever that you are. You can practice speaking through reading, just read it out loud, right? So put your effort on speaking and make it as your consistent behavior will help you increase your confidence to speak it more. Next is tongue twister, our vocabulary gains. And they suggest that these tips will help you get familiar with the language, right? Because once you start to practice on your second language, will be something which we call mother tongue. So once we start to speak on other language, what we are struggle is that how our tongue get familiar with that language. So tongue twister or a vocabulary game will pretty much helpful with this aspect. And last but not least is the tips about learning English anywhere and anytime. In the globalization like this, you can actually find English courses, whether it's gonna be grammar, vocabulary, listening, speaking, or whatsoever. Just the courses that you can access easily, you access it. Like to learn English as much as you can. You might don't have to put a lot of pressure to yourself. Like I have to read. I have to read for 3 hours per day, or I have to learn every day, like 10 hours per day. But just keep it consistent. Learn it just like 1 hour for a day. No anxiety at all. Just show up. So by this trip will help you improve your English speaking skill. Generally speaking, if you keep learning English anywhere and anytime, it will help you improve every skills about your second language. And yeah, 4 tips will really helpful if you keep being consistent and enjoy about the learning process. And yeah, that's all for today. Thank you for your listening. See you soon.